See, it says Angry Bird has a Cammy, and I'm sure they have a Cammy, but I wouldn't consider that a dual main at this point. Like, if there's a secondary, I don't know that I'm putting Cammy as the secondary.
So yeah, like it's just one of those situations. Like, okay, maybe I go up against Angry Bird. Yeah, sure, whatever. But yeah, dude, like, why? Like, dude was not the type of person that's gonna play the mirror. I just don't see it.
I think that's fair. As we are on the Guile crouching strong start, that whiff punish game from NuckleDu coming out really effective already. Oh man, no, fishing a little bit too much with the low forward, and Punk is ready. Maybe Punk already coming into this with the remembrance of the lesson from when they played earlier, because I feel like Punk had to find those heavy strength pokes a little bit earlier when they played in Winter's Side. Wow.
That is a heck of a range that Punk is playing. You notice, like, he was getting clipped by that crouching medium kick a lot. So now that he knows it, he's kind of stepping back just a little bit, touch farther, so he can get the whip punish he needs. So I kind of want to see a little bit more of that from Punk, man. Fishing and fishing and fishing. We go. Another low forward on the deck.
I love that low forward, especially because you could see the low forward hit even later in the active frames because it was in a spot where Du was trying to walk forward and claim his own space. The sense of timing behind that one was so impressive. Life about even here in this round 2. Both players sitting at 3 bars. Du ought to be hesitant to throw a fireball because of the threat of level 3, at least from certain ranges.
All right, there's a grab coming up. Get another one, and you know what's going to happen. And just stays back.
Yeah, I think it seemed like that was the spacing on that didn't seem quite right. So I think Punk was just comfortable playing for the shimmy. But you are still, I think a raw level 3 might kill at this range against NuckleDu. So he ought to be really careful against the fireballs. Or he goes for the Soba kick. It's not going to connect. NuckleDu losing out against Punk here for this first game. Doesn't even need to spend the level 3.
All right, so with that situation, man, you saw like the adjustments, man. He's staying out of a certain range, out of certain buttons that Du wants to throw out with his Guile. That was a little dangerous there.
Okay. Finding those anti-airs is going to be a big deal, but so much of this has been the ground game between standing roundhouse, crouching roundhouse, and crouching fears. Those are really the problem buttons NuckleDu needs to find an answer to right now. And like, I don't know that the answer is, geez, sweep, whiff punish again. Man. It's like, there's a magical pocket where, like, outside of it, he's losing to whiff punishes. Inside of it, Punk is already checking his forward movement.
Oh my God. He knew exactly where the space was for the trap. The burnout is there. Oh, what a level 1.
You know what? Punk is comfortable making that bet, though, because you don't lose off of the level 1. You can block a certain amount of fireballs here and still... Oh my God! Oh, the flash kick there is able to do it on chip.
Yo, the check of the spinning knuckle, man. That really was what caused that downfall of that round.
Got a whiff punish on the Sobat again. So many of these tools getting thoroughly dismantled by Punk right now.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Now Punk is starting to have a little bit of fun with like trying to figure out different options to be able to get around these bones. See, we're starting to mix it up a little bit.
Okay, level 2 wants to get that burnout to try to finish the job. Gets the burnout accordingly, but spends the entire level 2 only for so much chip. This is still really scary. That's close enough for the stun. I didn't expect it either. I'm sure Punk wasn't churning. That's going to be enough to do it, and it's 1 game apiece in our grand finals.
All right, man. And it was crazy because, like, you saw how Du was like switching up, like where he was throwing the bones. Like, you see, pressing more buttons than usual, like to kind of like get Punk to kind of bait. So that's why we're not seeing this spinning knuckle come out of the Punk. He sees the bait that's like trying to be had.
Inching forward, Du back against the wall, but Du's so comfortable for that. I said already, like, Du plays a Street Fighter 4 flavored Guile a lot of the time, I think. And one of the things about Guile in Street Fighter 4 was he was not super dissuaded from being in the corner because, you know, he still was such an effective wall. It obviously still sucked, but, you know, the best Guile players, it seemed like where they were on the screen didn't matter. The game didn't change. Okay.
Look at that close to the burnout. It's coming right here. And yep, all she broke on that round. NuckleDu, man, he's taking the lead in the set.
I'm so impressed with that spot because, you know, Punk was in a spot where the next poke that he blocked was going to put him in the burnout. Du waiting just long enough to recognize my turn's over and Punk can't be passive is what earned him that counter poke for the dub. And back up against the wall, meter about the same, but NuckleDu, once again, still comfortable fighting in this position. It's only so scary. In fact, it means that I have to plant acid. You have to decide where you're going to stand. Jump out, but I'm out of the corner. Who cares?
Yeah, but it's also like looking at that life lead. I think that's like Punk is like, yeah, you're not leaving for free. I need to take some damage with you, and I got the back throw to put you right back in this corner. Try again.
Okay. Overhead gets blocked, throwing out that meaty fireball, and NuckleDu wants so badly to elicit responses out of Punk. This like walk forward down. There's a lot of like trying to get him to watch for something. Level 3 CA, I'm sorry, connect. Punk, I don't believe is dead, but being in burnout means you're not allowed to block Sonic Blade into OD Boom. No, just OD Boom.
And you see how he's changing up the timing of it. Because he was like, I dare you to jump. You need to jump in order to get over to me.
2 games to 1 from the winner's side right now is NuckleDu, looking really strong right now, and the low forward has cycled back into the game.
Indeed, now he feels a little bit more comfortable than throwing out that button. You see it there. Get the punish counter hit to be able to lead to this nice little hefty chunk of damage.
Sonic Blade covers him. He gets a jump back to earn a little bit more space. A decent life lead right now and having the meter advantage. A lot of counter hits hitting for Punk, though. Du does not want to be passive on defense right now.
Not at all, man. He's got to sit there and kind of hold it. He doesn't mind taking that DP this time, but he gets baited. Here we go. Punk is going to be able to steal this first game. All
right.
So that was actually real optimal and real healthy.
Yeah, huge. I love that the punish included the drive rush at the beginning just to earn him the extra frame advantage to be able to do the loop twice for maximum damage. Very slight lead. Once again, bar about the same counter hit starter here for Du. Yeah, and he doesn't want to commit the bar. I imagine Du is going to want to, as soon as he has access to level 3, commit into a level 3, and then start earning bar back for what might be the final round. Stop against the corner, though. Really scary. Punk looking dominant.
Waiting for the right exact hit that he needs to be able to get this closed out. Could be a situation where he see if he can get this burnt out. Boom, too many. Punk is going to take advantage. Don't think Du is dead. Oh, never mind. I take that back.
That was raw, unscaled.
I was not familiar with your game, Cammy. Sometimes your essays be scaring me.
I thought you were ready for Charlie Brown. You weren't ready for Delta Red.
At all.
Right, 2 games to 2. No, another big whip punish. Du is doing a really effective job at baiting out the sweep from Punk and footsie ranges. And I feel like Punk is going to need to get mindful of it.
Look at this meter deficit that's happening right now. Punk is going to have to throw all these kind of buttons to get these sequences to be able to get this meter back.
Parry, slowly inching forward. Du still up against the wall. Oh my god, that was the start of a median kick, but he was just a hair too late. Punk has the damage, and it is reset point here for Punk.
Yeah, man, I told you, it's not necessarily over, man. Punk's not the type of player that's going to allow you to 3-on. Oh my god, no anti-air that's going to cost Du a lot of life here.
All right, throwing that fireball. He's having difficulty migrating out of the corner in the way that he was in some of the earlier sets. And again, late on the anti-air on the dive kicks. I don't know what it is. Is it Punk's ground game that's messing up the anti-airs for Du? Because I feel like Du was doing a pretty decent job of contending with the dive kicks in the earlier rounds. Has to commit this level 3 to try to secure this for himself, stave off the reset. Still has a drive gauge advantage and only so much life. Oh, it might not even matter.
Are you dead from this? Okay, no, you're not, but jeez.
But meaty pressure is going to be a problem, so Wake Up DI comes out. Du has one wrong guess to make, and Punk is waiting it out, but finds the low forward to DI through. That is a bracket reset, ladies and gents. What a turnaround right now from when they played in the winner side. Jeez, Punk.
I mean, I've been saying it a lot of times before, man. Like, yeah, that 3-0 was just not going to happen again. Really good call by able to get in the reset here. And Punk right now, seeing the dude was going to stick with this Guile play. Like I said, it wasn't necessarily anything bad that dude was doing. It was just situations where Punk would kind of changed up the game plan in his grand finals where he's stepping back. And it looks like we are going to get the mirror.
Oh, yeah, I figured it was possible. So, a couple of things, right? One is, we've talked a lot about how people adjust to each other so far tonight. And I think Du and Punk, even when they're playing at their most intense, they're playing a slow game. Like, the nature of the matchup and how it's changing is slow to change as they adapt to one another. I think what cost NuckleDu in that set was he was just a step behind, and sometimes that's all it takes. But the other thing is, like I said, like when the Guile isn't working, Du is comfortable switching over to the Cammy. Even if he doesn't like the mirror, which I saw that somebody had said in the chat, if Guile isn't working, he's comfortable making that switch, at least to change up the rhythm.
Yeah, and I think like something that Punk is like not afraid to be deterred by. Like, yeah, okay, let's pick the mirror, it's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and continue to play my game. I know what the character does since I'm playing the character. Let me go ahead and get up here. You already got that corner position, and look at the life lead as well, man. So, like, dude's gonna absolutely have to do a lot of work to be able to try to get something going. And this is a really good start, baby, to get the straight that he needs.
Oh, that throw tech was so late. Punk still has a very slight life lead. The whiff punish is going to connect. Is that enough? Yes, it is. Punk formally taking the lead for the first time in our grand finals now. Having already reset the bracket, is the mirror match decision going to prove to be a mistake here for NuckleDu? Neutral jump medium kick has come in clutch so often so far tonight.
Ooh, step back just a little bit enough to be able to get that shimmy. It's a nice situation for Du. 1 second. Oh, speaking of tech hit. Oh, we're on the 8th iteration. Got to kill out, bro.
Oh no. You know what it is? I wonder if NuckleDu is having some like Guile muscle memory carry over, because he keeps going for standing medium kick as an anti-air to deal with dive kicks at a certain range, as that C8 is able to kill, and Punk formalizes that lead 1 game up to 0 in our true grand finals. And Du is making plays that I truly think make more sense for Guile than Cammy.
Yeah. And you know what? Du is just content of sticking it out and trying to get with this matchup. And it's pretty decent, man. He's trying to get some practice in for Capcom Cup coming up. So, did call in and put on the nail on the head. It's a good sequence to be able to get that bait that he needs.
Okay. Huge jump roundhouse. Punk with the drive gauge advantage, with the life disadvantage. All of these rounds are so back and forth. It really just feels like Punk is getting the better of one more exchange, or one exchange that matters a hair more, and I'm not really sure which just yet, as we find the throw off the tick grab. Slowly inching forward, standing medium kick posturing. Back throw.
Back throw.
Always ready to keep this corner.
All right, gotta be careful. Watch the low forward. It's gonna come if you whip it wrong. Back it up. What a timely dive kick. Be able to make Punk take another throw.
Regular jump. What a smart bust out from Punk. And he's just backdashing a ton. Wants to find one big whiff punish into game, and he's gonna find it. NuckleDu steps into the snare and is rightfully trapped, as Punk now 1 game up in this second round.
Yeah, man, that sneaky low forward, once again, taking the time to find it. And that's something that Punk was absolutely looking for the entire time. I was like, man, just one low forward, that's all right. Go in there. Wake up button stuff, I do. Not the turn.
Oh, man.
Oh, and a neutral jump.
Punk is straight up one step ahead of NuckleDu's Cammy.
100%, but man, dude is, man, they scrapping right now because dude just fired right back with a wake up dive kick. Does it again. Forward, gets pressure, and dive kick back at your face is gonna be level 3. No, it's not short.
I think that was a standing reset because they knew the level 3 wasn't going to be able to kill. Empty jump. So many counter pokes. Damn, oh my god, NuckleDu is down. You know, I'm not always one to call a set, but right now, I think if NuckleDu's... Yes! If NuckleDu is going to make this happen, it needs to be with the Guile. That Cammy was not going to do it. Punk was so strongly ahead of NuckleDu's Cammy for that entire 2 games.
Yeah, for sure. Like it was absolutely like I had the call on every single read. I knew exactly what you're gonna do. As soon as I find the button, I get the low forward that I need. You're done. But we're starting off a low forward on Du's side, man. It's something that I kind of want to see if he goes back to that tried and true. And you see, he's starting to walk forward just a little bit more, so he can be able to kind of abuse some of the buttons that he has. Oh, that's gonna be a fat punish.
Yeah, he's specifically targeting drive gauge a lot, and you can see he's doing that more with the Guile than he did with the Cammy because being able to deal chip damage is something that's a much bigger deal for Guile. Finding these anti-airs, doing a pretty effective job at shutting this down right now is NuckleDu. This is the strongest round he's had since the reset.
Very much so, and like I said before, fat punish earlier, you know, we do that drive impact because you get nailed on the head. It targeted the drive gauge, and that led to the entire sequence to get that stun. Hello?
Hi? Is it me you're looking for?
Okay, there, we're back. We're back. We're back, everybody.
I could see it in your spikes. Anyway, continuing to press forward right now. Du needs every bit of spiritual energy you can commit to him right now to be able to bring this one back. A 2-0 under Punk after losing a bracket is not a trivial thing to overcome, but looking so dominant right now. I said it at the top of the bracket reset, right? One of the values of bringing out Cammy, even in matchups you don't like, is you have the opportunity to change the pace and change the story.
Yeah, he's looking like he's trying to write an entirely new novel right now. Back throw. Oh, that's gonna be able to hit and get the closeout. Oh, he's able to get the cancel to it.
Didn't that clip of him doing that exact combo into the up forward roundhouse extension at a level 3 just pop off the other day on Twitter?
Yeah, I think so. So yeah,
I wanted to see a repeat performance, NuckleDu.
Yeah, I was surprised he didn't be able to try to close it out. So I knew you could. I knew you could do that combo.
Anyway, NuckleDu finds that first game even with a combo drop. And okay, very slightly farther out than has been Punk's MO. And he's getting the momentum that he so hugely needs.
Woo! Roundhouse. I think Punk is mixing up the buttons that he kind of wants to go for.
Okay. Level 1 out of NuckleDu gets the side swap to put Punk back to the corner. And again, one of the things I feel like NuckleDu has done that's adjusted a lot here from when they played in the first Grand Final set is he's only throwing fireballs in spots where he feels more secure about not getting smoked by Spin Knuckle. Like he's just a hair farther away and it's making a big difference.
Exactly, because I mean he's playing at the range where he already won that winners finals to be able to get that whip punish. And then for the last set, it gets the tech. And NuckleDu is trying to tie this up in the loser side. So close to doing so.
The momentum just keeps slipping out of his fingers, and now finding a whiff punish on the standing roundhouse with the fireball, it just really feels like that slight spacing adjustment out of Du has continued to pay dividends for him. Punk has to parry these fireballs because you can't afford to block too much longer. That whiff punish is huge, and now you're in burnout.
Yeah, man, that was the whole thing that NuckleDu was playing towards. He was playing for the burnout. He was attacking the meter aggressively there with all those moves. Yo, get a throw, and he's so close to the corner, and guess what? That bullet need just gets you so close to the corner. It's time to guess the game, and you don't really have to go for the stun. especially since you know this dude was getting the leader back.
I love that too. I think that people can tunnel vision on the stun a lot. I think there's a lot of value in letting burnout play its course if you're a character who can deal a lot of chip damage, because you can play much safer and still get a whole lot of mileage out of that burnout. Oh man, what a pickup. Punk is gonna have to spend that level 3 to be able to close out this round. Tournament point for Punk, but NuckleDu critically gets to keep that 3-bar advantage going into this next round. That's gonna matter a big deal.
Very much so. You got the level 3 just loaded up on your end. Things can go completely sideways, and already a good start in getting that knockdown. And that's kind of what NuckleDu is trying to play for. He's trying to play for these knockdowns and get these situations to be able to get that damage that he needs off of one big epic combo. But I have a feeling he's looking for a whip punish. You see that step kick coming out. He's looking for a whip punish into the level 3 immediately.
Yeah, no, they both want it so bad. You can see how much respect they're giving one another in this position. Du because he needs Punk to make a mistake to get a big lead, and Punk because he recognizes that the mistakes will be intensely costly right now. Harry pressing the issue. The thing is, as these exchanges stay slow, Du gets a lot of mileage, and the life lead continues back up against the wall. Back throw gets NuckleDu a lot of momentum.
Oh boy.
Into level 2.
Oh boy.
I didn't think that dive kick was quite plus. NuckleDu respects it.
Yeah, I think he's just afraid of getting caught by a random SA. So you just want to just be safe and and step back a little bit.
Oh!
There you go. Gets this clip by a boom, and dude knocks this up. We are officially tied up all the way through.
Would it be a CasaBunch kickback if we didn't have a great grand finals go the distance? Who is going to take it, y'all? Please let us know in the chat if you have opinions. JB, what's your expectation?
All I'm expecting is it going to be final game, final round. It's going to be a good start for Punk here, be able to get a little bit of damage, because you saw how slow these rounds were going. So whoever get the advantage early, they can kind of start off and see, not worry about the snowball effect.
You can see Punk is making adjustments to mid-strength buttons to be able to deal with where NuckleDu is playing from. Empty jump throw gets the punish counter on the perfect parry. Meaty connects, but it's not a counter hit, so he doesn't have the extra frame advantage that he needed.
That's so unfortunate. Crazy tech, able to get out of there. Another boom in the face, be able to get the knockdown that he needs. So close to burnout, and dude, and Punk just goes in and burns himself out for it. Level 2 is stocked up on Du's side.
Yeah, this is massive. This is still really anyone's round, but Punk gets the better of it in a scrambly situation. Stand jab at the right spot. It is once again tournament point for Punk. The NuckleDu having a very slight meter advantage, but this could really go anybody's way. Punish counter right into the level 1. You know what? I love that, because the meter advantage is now tied. Like, the meter advantage is gone, but it secures a really strong lead for this round.
Yeah, man, he actually just goes in and takes it back. He built it so far for the level 2, and he's gonna need that.
The spin knuckle back into the rotation.
That's like really the first spin knuckle we've seen hit all day.
Waiting it out, jump in, very early jump in, medium kick. We have the CA in the back. Are we gonna commit it?
No! Oh. What happened?
Punk won.
Oh, Punk won. Okay.
Okay.
We were behind.
Oh.
Sick.
Oh my God! What an anticlimax.
Right there. So I was like, okay, maybe, hopefully, dude didn't get hit by the CA, because that definitely would have killed him at that situation. But, here's what it is. Congratulations to Punk.
Yeah. Punk confirmed into spin knuckle.
Okay.
So, all right, cool. Sorry guys. Sorry you didn't get to see the anticlimactic stuff. You know. Wow, that really kind of pissed me off just now.
I don't blame you.
No, I get it.
Yeah.